Okay, we ready for that? Okay, we gotta bend it back. See if it opens. It opens! Oh, he looks like he's at the dentist. So he's got some leaves up here, guys. He's gotta get to those leaves. He's gotta get to his treats. Oh.
Welcome to AdventureFun.
Woo! We finally got it, guys. Goo Jit Zu finally came out with Series 3. And not just any series, this is the Dino Power series. And you know what's cool? Is there's a total of 7 to collect. Okay, we only have 5 here, and we'll go over that in just a minute, but of the 5, we got the ultra rare. He is so hard to find. But we got him, so he can bring it to you and show you guys, and let's get started. Let's go with the classics here, because 2 of the 5 that we have here are classics from earlier series, both Series 1 and Series 2. You got Blazagon and Thrash. Let's go ahead and start with our Thrash here, put Blazagon to the side. And Thrash, if you remember, let's go back in time. Remember Series 1? There's your Thrash. And what made him cool in Series 1, well here, if you push the hole in the middle of the package, you see how it just bends in? He's super stretchy. And if you watch my video on that one, we stretch him really good. And here, oh, you can see up at the top, he's super squishy. So he's got a lot of playing here that you can push in. It bounces right back. Where this one doesn't bounce right back, it makes him super stretchy. So what was cool back in Series 1 with Thrash is that you could find a treat inside of him. And you wanna watch that to find out what kind of treat we found inside of him after we opened him up. Now, part of Series 1 was the 2-pack, where he took on a Challenger Rockjaw. Now, if you notice the difference between the two, besides the obvious in the title where it says it glows in the dark, you can also look at their skins. This one that doesn't glow in the dark has a nicer looking skin. It's not as dull as this one, because this one, with the skin being as dull, it's gonna absorb light, make it glow, and this one just isn't made for glowing. So there you go, Series 1. And then we come back into Series 2 here, and there's Thrash again. Now, Thrash is sporting some new duds, and they're removable, where in Series 1, he didn't have removable duds, so they had emblems on him that, like his little insignia here, would rub off. And here, they actually have some clothes you can switch, you know, play dress-up dolls, change clothes around. I mean, it was pretty cool. And so, with him, you got the water blast. You can squeeze his head and squirt out water. Oh, here, let's do this. And with our Series 3 here, he's got what's called the Chomp Attack. So instead of squirting water, he can now bite down on his enemies, take a bite out of crime. That's pretty fun. And we'll take a look at that in just a minute, but look how it goes, guys. In fact, it just reminds me, you got here, you see a pattern, guys? Series 1 to Series 3. I mean, we're talking about dinosaurs. If you look at some of the history, they say man evolved from way back when. I mean, is Thrash evolving or devolving into a dino power? Oh, we love dinosaurs anyway. He's cute. We'll keep him. As I said, as you can see on the front, he's super squishy. He's got the Chomp Attack. It's 3 times stretchy, and it's for kids 4 and older. And also, if you take a look at his arm there, do you see anything interesting in the picture? You actually see a fish. Do you see the fish there? Now that fish that's in his arm here, do you think we'll find the fish in here? Let's just go ahead and do a sneak peek and see if we can find it, because when I put the flashlight behind it, you see a bunch, well, they look like Orbeez, right? But if I go down to his left leg, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like a shape of a fish. It's something that's not the shape of an Orbeez. And we'll squish it and see if we can actually give you a better view of the fish. Speaking of Series 2, where you could actually change duds, he's got his hula skirt. He's going to Hawaii. Hey, he lives in Hawaii. And then on the back, first on the back, you can see that you've got Thrash. And so his prehistoric name is the megalodon. And then you can see up at the top here, you got 7 to collect, available across Series 3. Now, if you'll notice on the back, there's a total of how many? 6. So we got Megalodon or Thrash in our hands, so they're not going to show him up here. So that's the 7th one that's not showing here. So the other ones that we're looking at to collect is Tyro, I like Tyro, Blazagon, Unwraps. So Unwraps, we don't have them here. And then the ultra rare Braxor, and then Shreds, and Shreds you don't have here, and then Tritops. So those 2 Unwraps and Shreds, those we expect to be coming out soon. And so we'll check those out and we'll bring them right to you as soon as we get them. And then you can see down below the warning: do not heat or microwave, do not bite or pierce, don't eat, don't leave in direct sunlight, and do not leave in vehicle on a hot day, do not wrap or tie the product around anyone's head, neck, arms, things that hopefully are just common sense to people, that it's just a toy that you can squish and just have fun with it. If product ruptures, which they had in Series 1, They break pretty easily. They were thin-skinned. They couldn't handle the stress of the big babies. They actually have thicker skin for these later series, for series 2 and 3. You know, if it does break open, then clean up as fast as you can. Stretch character by pulling limbs directly outward from the body. Tiny limbs and knots are twisting over. You know, for those of you in scouts, let's not do our square knots on these things. Let's go ahead and open them up. And what's the best way to open? Oh, well, they have tape around here. I wonder if you can just put your thumbs in between and just... Look at that. Oh, there we go. He's out. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, no, that's fun. Oh, that's so therapeutic, guys. Oh, my goodness. Ah, I love it. It feels like it was thicker skin, and so it won't break as easy. And the Orbeez look super cool, and I can actually see the fish. You guys want to see the fish? Let's go ahead and give you a big squish, a big squeeze. So look at the, oh, look at that. They have two different color of Orbeez. They have the clear, and then they have, it looks like light blue, or is that just a reflection? Oh, and there is the fish. You see the fish? Oh my goodness. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Guys, there's your treat. You're looking for a treat? You really want a dead fish or bones inside for your treat? Look, he's just mocking us. Just take his head and chomp away. Oh, let's see. Open your mouth, say, ah, yes. Ah! Okay, well, don't stick your fingers in there and don't chomp down on anybody else because that could hurt. He's got quite a set of choppers there, but that is so cool. I like it. Yes. It smells like dead fish. As far as the contents goes, on the back they do have all new material, contents, gel beads, synthetic rubber pellets. Wow, how many fishes does he have in here? 1, 2, oh, so I found one in his left arm, one in his left leg, one up here in his right arm. I guess he's got one for every part of his body here. And then, oh, his duds come off. Woo, changeable apparel, guys. Oh, then his necklace, that's just, well, that's just part of his head. We better put his skirt back on. Oh, did I put it on the right way? Is there a front and a back way to this? I don't know. Does that look pretty good, guys? His hula skirt? He's doing the hula. Thrash, oh, he stands up. Look at that, guys. Usually he had a hard time getting these guys to stand. Hey, way to go, Moose. You took a stand, didn't you? That's awesome. And his tail actually supports it. So he does lean forward a little bit, position it just right. We want to bring in our number 2, Blazagon. So Blazagon, we've got, as you can see right there, he's got the Chomp Attack just like all the others, and he's super stretchy. You know what? That just means when you push into his belly, he's gonna have some give there and it's not gonna bounce right back. So you'll, oh, this one's gonna be fun. Oh, that just feels good. And then if you take a look at his arms, you guys see the bones in his arms? So we're looking for bones. We're not talking about Star Trek bones. You know, McCoy, bones. Okay, am I the only one who watched Star Trek way back when? Hey, come on, this is Dino. This is like, this goes before Star Trek. Maybe I'm ancient. But as ancient as these guys, yeah, ancient Chinese secret. So flushes it in. It's awesome. So we got the bones. So we're gonna check out the bones. You guys wanna check out the bones? Before we do, just on the back again, it's the same thing, except you're not gonna see Blazagon as part of the characters up there. Guys, I wanna try to open them up without destroying the package too much. Is there a way? Put in the comments below if you know before I figure it out, before the end of this video. Let's see, they got tape up there. Last time, we just kind of, that might be better. So I'm just kind of putting my thumb down. You see, that's not bad. And you know what might have been better, instead of opening it from the front and losing the pretty picture, is to put my thumb in behind and open it from the back and get it between the plastic and the cardboard, so that way it can go across, because who cares about the back? I mean, the front, that's the pretty picture. So then I could just, let's just get him open. Oh, now that's nice. He just feels more malleable. Can we get, oh, you know what we didn't do? 3 times stretchy. Hi! Yeah! Yeah! Oh. Hey, here's Goo Jit Zu! That reminds me of Don Knotts, where he's like, that guy's karate chopping anything but the person in front of him. Ah, Knotts. You don't remember him, do you? Anybody can relate to me, just put in the comments below. I remember Don Knotts. I remember Star Trek, the medical officer, McCoy, or Bones. By the time he was done with them, they'd turn into Bones. That's why I call them Bones. At least that's what I remember. So there we go, stretchy. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, excessive stretching. It's kind of funny because you see how the color here is more of a dull, but as I stretch it from underneath the neck, it becomes a little bit more clear. That gets kind of spooky because it's one of those things where it's just about to, I don't know. I don't want to open it here, but hey, can you see the bones? Maybe we get a flashlight. Here, let me see if I can get one here. We get a flashlight. Oh, yeah, there you go. See that bone? Oh man, that's where they used to wear, oh look, he's got a bone in his nose. Blazagon, get bone, up nose, clean. Bone don't come out. Push it up, get it in. Call it fashion statement. It's like, you making fun of me? You making fun of me? Here he is, oh don't follow me now, Series 1, and he had a treat inside of him. And God, remember how many they had back then? 13, woo, moose. Devolved down from 13. But then they probably released him over time. I mean, I was kind of a late comer to the Goo Jit Zus, but so glad I came. Or I cummed. Or I came come. I'm now here. And so that was Series 1. We had a treat in him. You may want to watch the video to find out what treat we found inside of him. Still Series 1, we got big, huge super goo, Blazagon. And then you push on his head, you know, he starts talking. And he lights up too, but they're also gonna come out with this big, huge dude, and it's gonna be, I believe, it's gonna be the T-Rex here. A big T-Rex super goo, like Blazagon here, where he lights up and stuff. I wanna collect that one. That'd be cool. Then I'll have two. I'll have the super goo from way back when, and then I'll have the new Tyro. Then we went to Series 2 here. So we got Blazagon there, and he had the water blast attack, super awesome. And then on top of that, he is now in a duo, and he's the golden Blazagon. I wonder how much of a collectible he'll be, but that's pretty cool. So there's the history. So again, we devolve back to now dinosaurs, but how can you devolve with something as cool looking and as thick and as stretchy as he is? I love it. So he's got his changeable duds here, so you can take those off and swap them. You know, hey, does it work with, you know, does yellow go with blue? Of course it does. I mean, it goes with his necklace. Don't you think, Moose, it would have been cooler if you had it this way? I mean, it's actually cool. You can actually change their duds. And he's got his bone here, and does green actually go with red? I think it does. And you know, what would he say with these two colors, red and green? Merry Christmas. That looks cool. I actually like him like that. Green does make the red more pop. And then they're fighting. You got bones, I like bones, or you got fish. Oh man, that's fun. And then so on the back, he's got his own set of feelings here. You know, because everybody has feelings. What are your feelings? And it's all new material, content, gel, plastic, pellets. So let's go ahead and do this. The bones.
But, oh, there, a little bit, yeah.
Should we try this side?
Why don't you stretch them? Can you stretch them out a little bit?
Oh, camera mom's asked me to do the impossible. Hold this flashlight and stretch. Oh, fun. So awesome. We got these two guys. Oh. And so for him right now, we got Tyro. I still like Tyroy. Up here you can see he says I'm super gooey, so if you just try me and you poke him in, we'll have to open him up to really test that gooiness out of him. He's got also a Chomp Attack. I think they all have Chomp Attacks. And if you look at his arms, what do you see in his arms? They look like teeth, right? And then on the back, it's the same thing. Up at the top, that's his actual real identification of his species, T-Rex. So let's go ahead and open this up. So to open this up, again, I think this time, you see there's a little tape up the top. So if I just go ahead and use my fingernail and tear at the tape and pull it back. I'm gonna try to get a little bit buttery knife on me. Go in between the plastic. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like butter. Oh boy, that's just a nice, go around his head, don't chop his head off. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. And then it just flips down. So look at that, guys. At least I preserved the front part of the package. I mean, that's cool. So let's, look, he's got pants on. You gotta know if they're removable, right? And yes, they are. Of course, this one actually has a little poop deck hole for his tail. So there we go. And then he's got his cool looking necklace. And just quickly on the back, what's inside of them? It's gel plastic pellets. And so let's take a look at those pellets. Ready? Let's give them a good squeeze. Oh, look at that. It looks like glycerin or whatever, that type of gooey stuff. And he's got his teeth, his choppers in there. And let me feel it, because I think I want to feel one of these.
That looks so cool.
Are they hard? It keeps slipping. Oh yeah, okay, it feels hard. Yeah, he's got hard teeth. That's cool. And stretch him. Yeah, yeah. Pilates. Let's see if he can stand. He may need a little help, maybe adjust his feet forward a little bit so he bounces on his tail. That's awesome. And his choppers, They go wide open. In fact, you know what, guys? I miss the treats so much. I mean, in a way, you do find the treats when you squeeze them to see what's inside, but it's not really a treat, right? So how about if we just put some of our own treats in there, or hide your own treats in his mouth, you know? It's like Pez. If you had this, every time you open his mouth, a treat would shoot out. Pez me, man. Sure, man. Who you got today? Well, I got Thrash. Pez me. But yeah, guys, these were the treats that we had back in season 1. Guess which treat goes to which Goo Jit Zu back then? Take a look at the video. They were fun. The gummy bear, the ice cream, and the little green lollipop. So cool, guys. Fun. Now we're getting down to the last 2 here. For this guy, we've got Triceratops. That's his species name. But for him, they call him Tritops. And it says up here that he's super scrunchy. So yeah, he feels scrunchy. He's got a lot of hard, well, if you look at his arm here, you can see a lot of like beads. It looks like gel beads, but they're not gel. It's really hard. He's scrunchy. He's crunchy. And he's got the new Chomp Attack. It seems like all of them do. Again, on the back up at the top, Triceratops, that's his dinosaur name, but for him, just call him, yo, Tritops. It sounds like actually a shoe name, sneaker, you know, Nike. Hey, put your Tritops on. And they go running. This one I think is my favorite just because of the color. He's so unique and rare. So let's go ahead and open him up. If you don't pop it open, you can actually just pull them out and then just squeeze them back in and it pops back. Oh, there you go. Cool. Whoa, he looks cool. I love his horns. His broken horn means, well, he was in some fierce fight, battle, and oh, his mouth opens very smoothly. I like it. I love his choppers. I love that bite attack. That looks cool. And then he's got his duds. And they come off. They can switch with any one of these guys. And while we got them off, let's take a look and give them a squeeze. Oh, cool. Yellow, crunchy balls. You know, it reminds me of the elephant, although he had big like stones, and these are just little ones. Oh yeah, Tritops. I think he's one of the top ones for me. That's cool. And then on the back, he's got all new material. Plastic pellets there, super cool. You know, his mouth just, it doesn't look like he's in a fight. He just looks like he sees one of these guys and he's like, ah, ah, like Home Alone. Well, you know, he's already lost one horn. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the other. He just looks like he's in a scared mode. Okay. Down, he looks like tough. Up, he just looks like he's just scared out of his beads. He does stand very well. Cool. All right. Finally, we've come down to the ultra rare, and this is Braxor. It says he's super crunchy, just like Tritops, and he's got his Chomp Attack, and oh look, he's got a toga. Toga. He's got it wrapped around him. He just doesn't have a little like loincloth here. He's got the big toga thing that's coming around. That's cool. He's the leader. For Braxor, who is he? I mean, what dinosaur species is he? Quick, take a guess. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Too late. And you can see right there that he is the Brachiosaurus. Cool. And you can see that his neck actually stretch up. Well, like on the front of the picture. That's what makes him even more super cool, is that he can stretch up and eat those leaves. You think he's a meat eater or a vegetable eater? Broccoli. Hey, come on. We like broccoli. It helps us be strong. Zoinks! Like you almost forgot the history of the ultra rares. Because we've got more than just him. He's of this 3rd season, or series 3. We forgot the 1st season or series here. Remember Frostbite? For those of you who've been into Goo Jit Zu since it originated here, he's the ultra rare from series 1. So during the entire series, he had 3 waves, 1, 2, and 3. He was in the 2nd wave. And then we went to series 2, which just had 1 wave. You know. Yay! I mean, Hydra's pretty cool. I really like him, the 3-headed sea dragon here. And then, of course, you got the latest now. It's series 3. Pretty awesome, guys. We've got all 3 of them. Pretty excited if you guys have all 3 of them here, or you're looking to collect them. Put them in the comments below. I like to know if I'm just the only one out there that really likes to collect these ultra rares. They are hard to find. And so let's go ahead and open them up. I'm excited. Let's just rip this open. Okay. Oh my goodness. He's cool. Wow. Look at that. He's got a bone right there. His toga. I'm going to call it a toga. It goes all the way up and around. And on the back, oh, that's cool. And it looks like it comes off too. I mean, without it, he's just another dinosaur. But let's take a look. Oh, look. I guess they recycled the elephant bones, the elephant stones. So guys, look, here it is from Series 2, Gigatusk. He's got the same gel plastic pellets, and they're just as big. But as near as I can tell, we got recycled. There's like, hey, we got extra Gigatusk. What are we gonna do? Hey, let's make an ultra rare and put it in here because we overproduced, but we just have enough to make an ultra rare. So let's go ahead and put his duds back on. It's kind of drafty back in that Jurassic period. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. Yabba dabba doo! Maybe the next time these guys will do myths and legends, fairies, Loch Ness monsters, Bigfoot, you know, call him Stomper. Okay, we ready for that? Okay, we gotta bend it back. See if it opens. It opens! Oh, he looks like he's at the dentist. So he's got some leaves up here, guys. He's gotta get to those leaves. He's gotta get to his treats. Oh, did you hear that? Here, we gotta have sound effects. There we go. Now that's cool, guys. I like that. Now he can get up, and where these guys have to like jump, no, he can get his nourishment right up there. He can get the choicest of mangoes or bananas.
Yum.
I wonder if their heads turn around. His doesn't turn. Hold on. His doesn't turn. I know one of them turns. Is it Blaze? Yeah, okay. Blazagon turns. You can now see behind him. What about Thrash? Thrash turns. You may not want to turn him too much because that wear and tear. Well, actually, his turn's really good. T-Rex, Tyro. Oh, that is super cool, guys. Look at that. We got them all. Let's see if I can get him to stand. Oh, and can he stand with his neck up? I wonder if you can actually do one of these things. He's like, They're playing dodgeball. He's like they're throwing things at him. Look, all their mouths are open because they're like in disbelief. Why aren't these guys subscribing? Have you subscribed? Now look, guys, now their mouths are no longer in shock. Thanks for subscribing. Now they're just like angry. Get your friend to subscribe.
Please click on one of these videos for more adventure fun.